Fury might want to retire after this. He talked about retirement before. The man's done more than I could ever dream of doing, so I'm not the sort of person who's going to criticise him.
Pro boxing fans here in London. We're just here at Matchroom in the community event where they've come to a gym. Obviously, Johnny, you've been around coaching, giving advice.
It's a good fight and some good boxing going on. This is God, what's your name? Kobe. We're doing some good fighting, good sparring, good on the bags and pads, and yeah, you're enjoying it up here,
Yeah, I did enjoy it a lot. Enjoyed it a lot.
You've only had any fights yet?
No.
But he's looking to have a few fights, and I remember I was in a position. I only had 6 amateur fights as a junior, and then I started boxing again when I was 19. You're 19 now as well, aren't you? Yeah, so anything can happen really. I'm not saying I'm a superstar or anything, but I just started doing a bit, had a few fights, and you're a big guy, I can see the power on the bag, so you could be in a similar position as well.
Thank you very much.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing?
100%.
How much does it mean when you see people like this come in? You've got Eddie Hearn here, you've got Johnny Fisher that are coming in, taking the time out, and obviously giving back to grassroots boxing?
It's a big inspiration to keep going. Everyone here is nice and friendly. Everyone here is pushing, trying to be the best, trying to have fights, trying to win them. It's a good community here. I love it. It's a good thing.
Every amateur boxing club I go in, there's a good atmosphere. Everyone's just working hard. And when everyone's working hard together, you struggle together, it makes you close. So it's good to see a good community spirit here as well.
Johnny, from what your dad was saying, you're not far from here, but you weren't far from here growing up.
My dad lives 5 minutes, he's from Stepney, and he used to grow up going around Chris Street Market and stuff like that. I'm from Romford, obviously. But yeah, I've got a lot of roots here. A few of my family still live here. So yeah, it feels good. It feels a little bit like home whenever I come around this area. It's good. Are you from around this area?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All my life.
Yeah, so it's a good area as well. You're right in the hub of London. It's a great spot.
Last piece before I let you go, what advice do you want to give to people like him in this situation directly to him?
As Eddie said, it's all about sacrifice and dedication. You're going to have a lot of distractions when you grow up. I went to university, there's loads of distractions there, but you've got to stay on your mission. Whether that is boxing, whether that is your career or anything like that, you've got to stay on that, because when you focus on being successful, the good things and the pleasurable things will come from that. So, great to see you train today, mate. See you soon, yeah.
Johnny, just want to carry on with yourself. Never got time to talk to you yesterday, but obviously you're on the undercard of AJ versus Helenius. Talk to me about Harry Armstrong. I've seen him fight against Jamie TKV on the Boxer Show. Tough opponent, durable, big lump. He's going to be a bit awkward. But what do you make of him as a fighter?
He's a good fighter. He's tough. I've seen him, been around the same circuit as him. Yeah, he is tough and he is strong, but I'm stronger and I'm tougher, so I'm going to win this fight.
First title as well. How much of a motivation is that? Is that extra motivation that needed for this fight?
No, I don't need any motivation to fight, and fighting is enough for me. Whether it's the title, it's a 4-rounder or a 10-rounder or a 12-rounder, I don't care. I'm motivated to fight every time because I fight for myself.
Well, the break's off now. Once you start collecting these titles, does it mean that you're full force into your career, or do you want to take it step by step?
It's always step by step, but the breaks have never been off, never been on. They've always been off. I've always been 100 miles an hour. It's just about the correct time to go. That's not up to me. It's up to my team around me. So, yeah, I'm in a great position, but nothing matters unless I win this fight on Saturday.
What do you make of the British scene so far? We've seen, obviously, the whole thing between Fabio Wardley, Fraser Clark, David Adley. There's going to be a fight at some point between David Adley and Fabio Wardley. But what do you make of the heavyweight scene so far?
It's great. You've got, obviously, Adley, Wardley, Dacres, Clark. It's a good little mix up at the British level. So, yeah, we're in a great position. And there's guys at the top, the Furies, Joshua's, there's saying all the way down. Chisora's, Dillian White's, obviously, he's had a bit of a controversy this week. But, yeah, there's names up and down the levels.
Do you want to talk about AJ? Last minute, opponent in Helenius. What do you make of the events that have happened this week?
What with the
failed drug test?
Yeah, obviously Dillian White is protesting his innocence. So in a democracy, if we call it that, you've got to believe that he has his right to be defended. But yeah, I'll just say it just puts a damper on it if it is true and the allegations and the tests are shown to be proved to be right. It's just not good for heavyweight boxing, is it? It disheartens people. It disheartens me, and it's going to dishearten the casual fan or the average boxing fan. So it's not good. That's all I can say.
Obviously, AJ is looking to fight in January against Deontay Wilder, providing he beats Helenius. How do you see that fight between AJ and Wilder playing out?
A tough fight for both guys. Obviously, I think we have not really seen power like Wilder's. That's going to be the big risk in that fight. I think a lot depends on how Joshua comes in this performance. We see what Wilder done to Helenius. If Joshua does something similar, it probably give him a bit of confidence and it makes it a real 50-50. But yeah, it's a fight I'm interested to see no matter how this one goes. I just want to see the big names fight each other like we all do.
Final two before I let you go, because I know you do need to go. Daniel Dubois going to Poland to fight Oleksandr Usyk. Tough ask, but you've been around the scene, and what do you think Daniel can cause an upset? Yeah,
no world heavyweight title fight is ever going to be easy. You're going to have to fight the best of the best, and it don't come much better than Usyk. But we've seen Chisora when he fought Usyk, roughed him up a little bit. Dubois is just as big and strong as, if not stronger than Chisora, can punch harder. If he lands, there's always a chance, you know. Obviously, I'm going into that thinking Usyk's the favourite, but you can't discount someone with the power of Daniel Dubois. And I know Daniel, I've sparred him a few times, a really, really nice kid, so I wish him all the best.
Final one, someone that you're close to, Tyson Fury, is fighting Francis Ngannou in Saudi in October. It's had a bit of a negative sort of feedback from the fans online. Can you understand that?
Yeah, of course I can. I can understand the money that is being offered. For Francis Ngannou, someone who's come from very humble beginnings. UFC didn't earn the money that he thinks he deserves. Now he's going to get a nice payday. Fair play to him. Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko in his backyard. Beat Wilder, in my opinion, 3 times. And to be honest, for the UFC fans and the casual boxing fans, it will captivate people. We're in an age now, I like some of it, I don't like some of it. The Jake Pauls, the KSIs, it's got a feeling of that sort of crossover boxing sort of thing to it. So people will be tuning in to watch, and they're going to make a lot of money, so who am I to judge?
Well, do we need to see Tyson in the ring against someone like a Usyk or a Joshua just to get the heavyweight division rolling again? The top boys are not fighting each other right now.
For me to say what Fury does, like Fury might want to retire after this. He talks about retirement before. The man's done more than I could ever dream of doing, so I'm not the sort of person who's going to criticise him.
Johnny Fisher, always a pleasure to talk to yourself, sir. Thank you very much for sort of letting us mic you up and walk around and stuff.
Appreciate it.
And we'll talk to you soon. Good luck.